Hi, welcome back to channel TrainStation 2. Alright, not knowing what to expect, I'm not preparing for the 7 competition. This is the first time I feel like entering an exam hall without studying. So what's going to happen, nobody knows. Apparently, we all know that those EPE collected from the jobs will no longer be applicable as you progress in the competitions, but rather those reindeers which you need to feed the reindeers demand, those are the ones that count towards the progress in the competition chart itself. So these are the ones that works. So I'm not preparing any of those EPs, which would actually just give you more of those star keys. And given the fact that you have already collected more than enough star keys in getting those event trains, together with the event coins, I will have 5 trains. I do understand that there were a lot of complaints with the reindeer event, a lot of unhappiness, some saying that, oh, how come the conversion especially is only one way, which means that you can use your mistletoes collected from the from the reindeers, and then can exchange them for star keys. But you can't use your excess star keys after you have collected all the event trains. You should have some excess star keys. You can't convert them to mistletoes to exchange for the additional 4 more trains. So it is something not very fair in a way. I would really appreciate, if they can allow the conversion to be two-way, which means that you can use your excess star keys that been working really hard for the first part of this event, and then you can exchange for the extra ones for mistletoes, and then you can go ahead and claim that additional 4 trains, which are priced at exorbitant rates. So it seems like a lot of people are also unhappy with the fact that they've been using this Christmas event, which should be the season of giving. At first I was thinking that they may give us free 4 trains. I was so happy with this, but apparently it's not. They are just trying to grab more money from everyone. So what's going to happen is that there's another event pass in the single event itself. So the first part of it, there's an event pass, and then this second part with the reindeer, there's another event pass. So this actually makes people quite unhappy with it, with the fact that this is a season of giving, but you're just grabbing more money from us. But it doesn't really bother me as well as those people who are free to play, because we don't pay a single cent playing this game at all. So I think I'm quite happy actually. If you ask me, just from this event alone, I can exchange for all the 5 trains, and together with that special Christmas Palace, those 4 trains comes as a bonus. If you think it that way, actually those 4 trains has come as bonus, and the event has already ended, and that's perfectly fine, because end of the day, what's bothering us is basically there are 4 additional trains there and we can't claim them. But if in the first place there isn't any of those additional trains, then we wouldn't have this frustration, right? So always, if possible, think on the positive side of it, so you do not be so angry over something like that, which is something we can't control. And furthermore, this is the first time we're entering in the competition not knowing what to do. All along, I'm able to advise you to prepare beforehand, i.e. Do up all the jobs that requires the EP, and then do not claim them before you enter into the next competition. So you have a good head start with all the EPs that you have ready for collection at the start of the competition itself. But the fact with the twist right now is also mistletoes that's calculated and not EP. You basically can ignore all these jobs here, which is what I'm trying to do. Rather, what I'm doing is I'm trying to get into region 5, so I'm doing all those jobs that give me XP, and something I noticed from these reindeer jobs, it doesn't give XP at all. So even no matter how many I've done, there's no XP and I can't grow. So some people are saying that is good, because that prevents you from pushing all the way up in terms of the leveling up, and then for me, it's different, because normally I didn't want to, but now I already collected almost all the trains in Region 4, and except for one more legendary train, then I think I'm good to go, and I'm ready to collect all that 5 trains in this Christmas event. In the new region, I want to try out the ETO. That's why I'm trying all my best right now before the start of competition, or even during the competition. I may ignore the competition altogether and then just go ahead and do what I want, which is to level up my levels to 200, and then I would like to proceed to my new region 5, and Canada, I'm going there. And I'm going to collect all the 5 trains once I reach Canada, and I'm going to share the joy with you. And definitely I think we're very excited to collect all the 5 trains. And I believe some of you may have already collected all the 5 trains, and I really want to congratulate you on that. I would have really wanted to collect them much earlier, but as I mentioned, I want to save them up for the ETO in the new regions. That's why I'm struggling to resist the temptation of collecting all these great rewards. And looking at those trains is really happy, especially the frosty one, right? So be contented with what we have. I think that's more important. Enjoy the game anyway. It's a great game, it's a free game. What more you would expect? I mean, it doesn't matter if they wish to grab more money, because at the end of the day, developers do need money to keep the game going. If they're not making money, probably they can't keep the game going, and we got no game to play. That is even worse, alright? So don't complain. I mean, we just carry on with whatever we are given. Anyways, we are all free to play, alright? So from this perspective, I think that will make us all happier, especially this festive mood. I mean, all of you will be preparing and feasting and enjoying this coming Christmas, and something that really look forward to as the end of this year itself. And a lot of crazy things happens in this year. So with this completion of this year coming, hopefully next year will be much better for everyone. And this if you take a look at this reindeer perspective, somewhat is similar to the seaport event, whereby you got to fulfill the ship's request before you can move on to deliver using the trains. So in that context, it's quite aligned. Basically, just imagine this: you fulfill all these reindeers before you can go ahead and use your trains to then deliver the items. Just that here is disconnected, because then you're not delivering using the mistletoes to go and do up something, so you can deliver it using the trains. And in that context, they allow you to do your own thing, a bit more flexibility. Both are independent. The reindeer event is independent of this other requests by those that comes off EP points. So as you're aware, I mean, the reindeer seems to be more reasonable in terms of their demands, but the rewards is tiny, yes, I must say, and only generated every 2 hours, and they give you like what, 15 mistletoes and whatnot. But when you ask for legendary, you need 4,000 mistletoes. That's quite a lot. But if you've been working, I mean, if you intend to work on the reindeer, probably you can collect another 1, 2, or even 3 or 4 trains if you want to spend some gems, by all means. So why not just keep on going and do whatever you wish to. So for me, as I mentioned, I may give it a try, but I'm not into really struggling and worry about competition at all, because end of the day, competitions give us the event coins, which I have more than sufficient right now. Of course, if you give me more, we're more than happy to do so. If otherwise, I think I'm quite happy with the good number of coins I've collected so far. I think it's about 350 times 6 numbers, so that would give me 2,100. I've got 1,100 access. After I claim that legendary train, that would be able to convert to a good number of gold, and I think that is more important than anything else. So if you can get a lot of gold, 5 trains, 1 special building, and probably some parts here and there, wow, isn't that a great event? So if you're quite frustrated with the reindeer event, I'm trying to convince you, please do not. Enjoy yourself. This is a holiday season. Enjoy the game. No rush, because end of the day, if you do not wish to compete, it doesn't matter. You should have already gotten what you want from the first part of the event. Just ignore this reindeer, and there will be no more frustration, and you'll be a happy gamer. Alright, so that's the part. I'm going to share about how to be happy in this second part of this Christmas event. Alright, so for me, I'm trying to get my warehouse up, because as usual, my warehouse spacing is quite limited, and in order to do that, I really need either to get that building up, which is a bank, but I do not have that sufficient warehouse. I think 800 over pieces of items needed, so I'm going to struggle given the fact that I have no more blueprints as well. So probably I'm going to do up the captain's ship trade to slowly move the progression of population up. Otherwise, I gotta clear items in the warehouse and then get enough of those steel and whatnot to get that bank out, and probably I have sufficient of additional 80 population to get an upgrade of the warehouse. I'll relax and chill just like the end of the year. So I'm not preparing anything at all for this competition, and initially I was quite worried, but now thinking aloud, there's nothing to worry about, because at the end of the day I may not even compete. So I'm really looking forward to enter into the new region and share with you the joy of receiving 5 Christmas gifts, 5 great trains. Alright, thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe, and remember what I said, do not feel frustrated about the reindeers. Enjoy the free game. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.